Hi, this is Marilia Martinez. I am going to show you how to use the Microsoft OneNote class notebook. This application that I've been using for the last 2 years has been helping me a lot with my workflow. And I believe that if teachers know and have access to this great application, that it can help other teachers out too. So in order to be able to access I have a Microsoft account. In order to access my Microsoft account, I go to OneDrive.dateschools.net. That is where I can log in through my school email address. If you have a Microsoft account, you would just go to the Microsoft login page. Once I log in, I'm going to have access to all of my Microsoft applications, and I am going to begin with my Microsoft OneNote account. So this is what it looks like, and I have access to OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, Teams, Class Notebook, Sway, and Forms. OneDrive is basically where I have all my stored documents and pictures and videos. I can use Word on my desktop, but I can also use Word online on the go. Excel can also be used online. PowerPoint can also be used online. This Microsoft account is very similar to having the Google Suite. It's having access to all of these word processors and applications online. I also have access to OneNote, which allows me to create the notebook so I can access my OneNotes online or through the computer application. Teams is an application very similar to Google Classrooms. It allows you to create assignments. Students can turn in assignments. They also have a class notebook incorporated into Teams. This is your class notebook, which is what we're going to go through today. And I have Sway. Sway is a presentation, kind of different than PowerPoint, but it's only accessed through the internet. And Forms, which is very similar to Google Forms, but it's the application created by Microsoft. So in order to create a class notebook, I would click on the class notebook tab. And I am going to create a notebook. So I'm going to create a notebook and I'm going to name it. I teach chemistry, so I'm going to create a chemistry notebook. And in this notebook, we will have several tabs. These tabs represent groups of tabs, which I have collaboration space. In the collaboration space, anyone can make changes. So not only can students, but also teachers, anyone can make changes to the collaboration page. And then we have the content library. Content library allows teacher to create content, distribute content. Students can view, but they cannot edit. Then the student notebooks. The student notebooks are created for individual students. Teachers can change and add content into student notebooks. They can give feedback to the student notebooks. Students can make changes because it is their own personal notebook. They can use it to take notes. They can use it to work on assignments. Sorry about that. Just trying to make it so you could see the entire page. Just moving it over a little bit. And so student notebooks can also be changed by student, viewed by student and teacher. So let's go ahead and click next. You can give another teacher permission, and that would be up to you. If you would like to, you would have to enter the teacher's name or email address, and as soon as they come up, For example, if I were to put my colleague's name, then you can add that teacher into your class notebook. Now, in order to add a student name, you would have to either add their email address or add them by name. And this you can do right away or you can do it later. So I'm going to choose to do this later. And here, these are all the tabs that you have available that you can create. You can add more. So maybe I want a tab for my students' bell ringers. And I don't think we're going to be using this for quizzes, so I can uncheck quizzes. And then I would hit next. So here they give you the chance to see what it would look like from your point of view. This is what it would look like as a teacher. And then as a student, this is what it would look like. And when you're done, you would just hit create. It'll take a few minutes for it to create, and then you can choose to download the Class Notebook add-in, which I already have downloaded, and I will show you in a few minutes what that looks like. But you can also open it in the OneNote directly. Actually, this is to open up in OneNote, so let's go ahead and open it in OneNote. So this is the OneNote 2016 application. So before I look at the application, I actually want to show you what it would look like online. So this is what it would look like online. And online, you will have a welcome tab with tutorials, videos, notes that would help you to better use your class notebook. This is the collaboration space in which all your students could collaborate and add content to. Your content library, you can add content, but you don't have to add content. You can actually create separate tabs, and I will show you that in one of my sample notebooks. So this is the application. So let me make it fit in my window. This is the application, and this is the best way to access your OneNote. And the OneNote 2016 application on your computer has all of the available tools that can be used, and this can help you with your everyday workflow. This is the new OneNote class notebook that I just created for everyone, but I will show you an existing OneNote that I have for my chemistry class, my current class. So for them, I have a welcome tab, and in the welcome tab, it has all my contact information. I also have the remind information because we do have a Remind 101 so that I can contact them and they can communicate with me whenever necessary. I have any important information. I have their syllabus, the IB syllabus, so they can always look and refer to at any time. I have a lab safety contract. They are responsible for printing out the contract themselves and bringing it back signed so that I have record that they are aware of safety in the lab classroom. They have the data booklet for IB, and then they have my class syllabus with all the information and expectations. And at the beginning of the year, they print out the last page and turn in all this information to me. So this also saves me a lot of paper because I don't have to print everything for them. They only print what's necessary for them or documents that they need to bring back signed. I also have their seating chart so that they know where they sit And if they ever forget, they can always refer back to their seating chart. I create calendars for my students. In the calendar, I have their bell ringers, their in-class assignments and activities, and I also have their homework. They have daily bell ringers, and they have to either answer their bell ringers on a separate sheet of paper, or they have to answer their bell ringers in their OneNote, and I check their OneNote for those assignments. I have some lab handouts, information on their internal assessment, any classwork or homework. I don't have to print out worksheets for them. I upload the assignment to their OneNote, and they can directly make changes to the worksheets on the OneNote, or they can print them out if they prefer to. All my students have the option of doing everything online, or they can choose to print things out, and so forth. Here's the collaboration space. This is where we said that students can make changes. So if I ever have them sign up for things, they sign up. They signed up for internal assessments. They signed up for letters of recommendation, for groups. If they have assignments that they would like to share with the rest of the class, they upload their assignment so they could share it with everyone. So that's what the collaboration space is for. And then finally, I have my students' notebooks. So I have students who like to do some of their assignments or bell ringers on papers, and they just upload their assignments, and I can grade them or give feedback directly on their OneNote. Some students like to copy or take notes directly onto their OneNote. So they actually type notes in their OneNote. So this is one student in particular who likes to use the OneNote for note taking. Any projects or their internal assessment gets uploaded, so when I need to submit it to the IB, I can just download the attachment and submit. And the feedback can go directly here. I can type, great job, or I can even insert stickers, and in the stickers you can actually leave messages also. And this is part of the feedback option that the class notebook provides, but it also allows you to record video onto their OneNote. It also allows you to record audio onto their notebook, and you can leave them little voice messages with any feedback instead of having to write everything. So it does save you a lot of time. And that's my introduction to OneNote Class Notebook. I hope you like it, and I hope it encourages you to explore OneNote as a possible tool for your class flow. Thank you.